Thinking about visiting the USA? Well, it's a land of opportunity, skyscrapers, and Hollywood dreams, but not everything is picture perfect. Before you book that ticket, here are 5 horrible facts about the USA that every visitor must know. From shocking healthcare costs to bizarre laws, you might be in for some unexpected surprises. Stay tuned till the end, because fact number 1 might just make you rethink your entire trip. Let's dive in. First up is gun violence. Do you know the United States has one of the highest rates of gun ownership in the world? And with that comes an alarmingly high rate of gun violence. Nearly 40,000 people die each year from gun-related incidents, and mass shootings have become disturbingly common. Visitors should be aware that gun violence can happen anywhere, and local governments have different laws regarding the carrying and use of firearms. While gun violence is more frequent in certain areas, visitors should always stay informed about safety protocols, especially in public spaces. Next, let's talk about homelessness.
Up and put him in a
Despite being
meat
one of the
grinder.
wealthiest nations
Fuck
in the
a
world,
pound to
the
the
U.S. has a staggering homeless population. Over 500,000 people experience homelessness every night, with many living in cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and New York. It's a visible crisis, with tent cities lining streets and homeless individuals struggling to survive. As a visitor, seeing this extreme poverty can be unsettling, but it's a harsh reality of a system that has failed many of its citizens. Number 3, overcrowded prisons. The U.S. has the highest incarceration rate in the world. With over 2 million people behind bars, the prison system is overcrowded, and the conditions are often inhumane. Racial disparities are also prevalent, with African Americans and Latinos incarcerated at far higher rates than their white counterparts. While you may not encounter this reality directly during your trip, it's essential to be aware of the human rights issues tied to the prison industrial complex. Number 4, health inequality. Healthcare in the U.S. is another controversial topic. Despite having some of the best medical facilities and technology in the world, millions of Americans still don't have access to proper healthcare due to a lack of insurance or rising medical costs. In fact, the U.S. spends more on healthcare per capita than any other country, yet it ranks poorly in terms of overall health outcomes. If you're visiting, make sure to have travel insurance. Medical treatment can be extremely expensive if you are uninsured or underinsured. Number 5, environmental destruction. And finally, let's talk about environmental issues. The U.S. is one of the largest polluters in the world, with a significant contribution to climate change, deforestation, and wildlife extinction. The country's energy dependence on fossil fuels continues to harm the environment, and government regulations aren't always stringent enough to make a substantial difference. From smog in major cities to oil spills in the oceans, environmental damage is a growing concern that visitors should recognize when exploring the nation. So, there you have it. 5 tough facts about the United States that every visitor should be aware of. While the U.S. is undeniably a country of innovation and opportunity, it's also one where deep social and systemic issues continue to shape the lives of many. Stay informed, stay aware, and take care during your visit.